Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm back again with banragto for the third try at this video. We have names this time because when we started, we did not. You still keep it Zohan? Well, Zohan. What?
Zoe.
Man, nigga? Zohan?
Zoe.
His name wasn't Zoe.
I know that.
So you going by Zowan? Well, anyway. Oh, you.
You, it was in the bag, so where's the bag?
You stupid.
I love the bag in the ball.
Anyways, because he copied off me, that's why I copied. Well, he didn't take. Well, he did, but at the same time, he didn't.
I asked you to hit me.
Because I said I was gonna get Zeno. But my name is Silva. Up in Silva. 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 By the way, we're not related in the slightest at all. Like, we don't even know each other yet. Well, until the beta. So basically this is how this story is gonna start, right? Me and Zoan, as he claims his name to be, met at the shop when me, him, and Kirito, even though I didn't know him nor Kirito at that time. I was towards the middle, Kirito was towards the front, and he was towards the back. And then I saw him and Kirito in game. Kirito maxed out at level 25 along with Zoe. And I had just made it up to level 25. Because I had, I was getting gear. I was grinding on the bottom floors. Because I'm just like that. What? Anyway, so, back to what I was saying. I'd asked them, did they want to party up to climb the higher floors? And they'd be like, yeah, we'd make it up to floor 100 and clear the beta. And just to find out that the beta wasn't fully cleared, but it was like, we found out like 2 weeks later. And then when we was finna go try and complete, because we already completed all the Ironcrad, like the castle. All the castle's 100 floors, but we didn't do all the side quests because we didn't know about them that were a part of the main story. So we would go and damn, why I said go twice? When the full version of SAO came out, we'd log in. First, I'd contact them. I'd say, yo, y'all finna hop on? And Kirito would be like, yeah, as soon as my sister leaves, I'll hop on in a minute. And I'll let him explain for himself whether or not he's gonna log on. What, are you a bitch? You're not gonna join?
This video would just be here this time.
I mean, that's true, but you could always join later on. Even though the police and stuff was trying to confiscate the game, you could just hop on right when the police for the come in your door. Cause did you say you sell them perk 30s and stuff like that, my boy? As soon as the police come to arrest him, he just hurry up and put on his head. Link start. But no, with all seriousness, even though that's what he actually said, man said he be on the sidewalk selling. Yeah, but he said he didn't get caught yet, so yeah, he should be fine. But we would all we'd all meet up, and in this one, Klein had he also had played in the beta, but not like he didn't make it to floor 5, should I say that? So he knows the basics on how to play and stuff. And we even interacted with him before going up to the higher floors. Nah, bro just deep-throated some cotton. Bro gay. Yes. He's still eating on that cotton. I told you that cotton runs in his veins. He's a cotton picker. No offense. No, he's a cotton picker. He picked that cotton up out his bed and then he ate it. That makes you a cotton picker and a cotton eater. That's even worse. But I ain't even lie to you. I just forgot where the hell we was. I'm being for real.
Oh, you was playing. You seen Clyde.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So as I said, after we made it to floor 100, everybody in the beta went to the scoreboard to make sure like we actually legitimately beat Einkracht Tower. And then 2 weeks later, we were notified that there was more parts, not to Einkracht Tower, but you know, like to the story. And when we went to go play it, it wouldn't let us in because it said the beta has ended. The game is now updated to the full version of Sword Art Online. And if you are looking at the screen, these are our characters. His character is already holding his weapons, and these are my weapons. And you may be saying, how does him, me, and Kirito all have dual wielding skill? Well, since we were the only ones to beat Einkracht Tower in the beta, we were all asked what would we like, and at the same time we all asked for dual wielding, and the system said error. But once we logged into the full version of Einkracht, we all had to continue from where we left off, where I just left off and where you possibly left off. So, as I was saying, all three of us have the dual wielding skills, and the reason why is because of a system error that transferred over to the full game, since I'm saying in this we did not have to pay for, you know. And actually, hold on. Sorry about that. So, as I said, the reason why all three of us have the dual wielding skill is because of an error in the system that transferred over to the full game. And the thing is, it also let us pick another skill of our choice. And another weird thing that I would say about this is that it let us keep all our stats and stuff from the old, like from the beta. And Kirito would say, hey, do y'all also see a bug in your stats? And I'd go, yeah, my stats are still as high as they were when we were in the beta. And all of a sudden, that's when Zoan would log on and he'd say, and you wouldn't notice at first, and I'd go over to him and I'd say, so did you keep all your stats and stuff from the old game? And he'd say, no, what do you mean? I'd say, well, check your stats then, because we did. And he'd check his status and he'd go, what the fuck? I thought that was you. I was about to say what you finna say. Is you not gonna explain what you gonna say? Oh, you want me to keep going?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to do this.
Alright, so about that I was saying, so what the hell did I say? So alright, he'd say, so is this some type of bug or error? And Kirito would say, it's gotta be some type of error or like bug. But I doubt Akihiko Kayaba would let a bug of that magnitude slip by him like that. And I'd go, so what do you think will happen to our accounts and stuff? Do you think he'll wipe our accounts and make us start from scratch? And Zoan would say, I mean, it was kind of fun working for this strength and stuff, but Now that I got it, I don't want to go back. And I'd say, well, you're not wrong there. It did take us a while. How long did it actually take us? Like 2 months to reach level 76. And we reached floor 76 on the third month. And we beat the game the fourth. But we didn't totally complete it, Kirito would say. And then we would all be mass summoned and changed to look like how our characters look now. Because, you know, the avatars inside SAO don't look like this. And this is the outfit I'm wearing, and the thing on my back is carrying my swords for me. Yes, I'm saying this is an Minecraft. Well, SAO, Sword Art Online. And here, hold on, I'll see if I still got the picture because his sheaths are like right here. You see how they're on the side, and you see how he has one sword longer than the other one? Yeah, that. And Kazuto would have the same swords he had in canon, like the same two swords he had in canon, the blue and the elucidator. I'm pretty sure it was called the Dark Repulsor, wasn't it? The blue one. I'm pretty sure. But damn, that lightning struck hella fast. Sorry, I got distracted. So there's gonna be a lot of so-ums in this video. I'm letting you guys know that right now. It's been a while since I watched this video. But yeah, that's why we're kind of, well, not right now looking at it, but we're trying to, since we already watched the first episode, we're gonna do that to the end, and we're gonna stop for a bit, watch here all the way up to the second. We're gonna do, it's gonna be a process, but we're gonna try to at least do up to 5 episodes per part, and that's just how this is gonna go. We'll probably do more than 5 depending on how much time we have, but not like today, because we both have to rewatch Sword Art Online before we can do any of that. But that's besides the point. So oh right, so we'd all get mass summoned and transformed back into our like how we normally look. He'd look like how he looked in his picture. Kirito looks normal, just with his black suit on and stuff, you know. And I'd look like this with my white jacket and the holder on my back, and everyone would be looking at us confused, saying, "How did they pay for this expensive items already? The game just started." And the guy would come up to us and say, "You guys are cheating. You're using cheat codes and stuff like that." And I'd punch him in the face. I'd say, "Calm down. We don't even know what's going on. This is just our gear from the beta." And Kirito would say, "Why would you say that?" I'd say, "Because I'm pretty sure the big red guy in the sky is going to explain what's going on." And everyone around us would look up, including Kirito and Zoan, and they'd notice him, and he'd exclaim, saying, well, he'd speak, saying he was Akihiko Kayaba, the creator of Sword Art Online. Sorry, the thunder is hella loud. But he'd say he's the creator of Sword Art Online, and he can assure us that the 3 back there with their items from the beta are not cheating, and that they are just, you know, like, it's not a bug. He'd say that he gave it to us, plus another skill that we can choose along the way. And Zoan would say, "Hold up, before you continue, I already chose my skill." And Akihiko Kayaba would say, "What is it?" He'd say, "Well, my skill is called Weapons Mastery, meaning I'm not limited to these 2 weapons." And he would pull out a crossbow and shoot it at the the blood guy that just came from the ceiling. And the arrow would go straight through him. Jesus, that was beautiful. But some tree just got struck, and I'm sorry, but that was a beautiful arc of lightning. yes, I like electricity. That is why I wouldn't say it out loud, but I'd speak to myself and I think to myself. I'd say, yeah, and the skill I chose was lightning slash thunder manipulation. And Kazuto would look at me, and he'd also look at Zoan, and he'd say, well, my skill is called God Mode Eyes. God Mode Eyes. You know those golden yellow eyes he used whenever like he's pushed to his absolute limit and he goes beyond that whenever he's fighting? Yeah, those. And the reason I'm making that like something that he can just use whenever he wants is because firstly, to most people those eyes are intimidating. Secondly, that shit just beautiful. And plus it amps his strength and speed. Wasn't it 50-fold if I remember correctly? I'm pretty sure it was 50-fold. So 50 times. And they also increase his speed and all other attributes 50 times. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna say I'm right for now, okay? And if I am wrong, you can let me know inside the comments, but I'm not changing it. Right? And so he'd say, what about those two? And he'd say, nah, don't worry about those two. And this man will pull out an RPG out of nowhere. I'd say, man, how the fuck you get an RPG inside?
But I got an inventory.
I'd say, your skill is OP, but you do realize that RPGs don't work on boss monsters for real here, right? You'd say, so what? It's still gonna take away a chunk of their health. That's it. You're not lying though. But continuing on, I apologize for that. I did not have to really pause there, but I didn't want to, like mess with whatever. It doesn't matter. Back on topic, right? So he'd continue to say, while slapping away the rocket, which would hit a person, and they just die, he'd say, well, look, you just killed a person.
Right, me, you touched the rocket last me.
And he'd say, well, I was going to explain to you that if you die in game, you die in real life, but I guess this news report will show you. And he'd turn on the news report showing it. And the guy who was getting wheeled away to the hospital, his head and his nerve gear rig would both just simultaneously explode. And I'd say, damn, so Kayaba is just trying to make this a death game now. I'd say, well, this is going to be fun.
I'm like, what you mean fly? Don't you see how OP we is, bro? We just beat the game with ease.
I'd say we may have almost max stats, but I don't think it'll be that fun when you have, I meant to say was, I think it's pretty fun to have everyone in the server wanting your head. And he'd say, what do you mean? And pause. I'd say, never mind. I'd say, never mind, but look, everyone here wants our gear, so they're gonna try to kill us, right?
Huh?
Hold up. Continuing on. We would, as soon as he'd say, alright, well, you three, I'm sorry I had to put this on you, but I didn't really expect anyone to beat the beta. I mean, you didn't do any of the side quests, so I mean, now you have to beat all 100 floors and the side quests to get out of here. But that's if you want to be a hero to the guys that are gunning to kill you. And I'd say, well, he can make blickies, swords and stuff, RPGs. I can literally just kill everyone right now by raising my hand and slamming down on the ground. And just a huge ass lightning bolt would come and kill everybody. And Kazuto it seems like his skill is already active. And we'd see Kirito grow wings out of nowhere. And I'd say, did this man just grow wings? What the fuck? He think he cheated?
No, nah, he hacking. Y'all can get him right now.
And he'd say, no, this is my skill, God eyes. I'd say, exactly, you said God eyes. How the did you get wings? He'd say, well, God eyes essentially lets me become the creator of the game. I'd say, he cheated, bro. He cheated, bro. Can become immortal. That son of a bitch. I didn't think of that. And then I'd say, wait, hold up. That goes against the script. And they both yell, stop breaking the fourth wall. I'd say, but y'all broke it too. But nah, with all seriousness, his eyes would activate. And he would use the energy from his blades, like that were coming off of his blades that he created. And he would form wings with it. And I'd say, hey, can we do that? Because I'd say, yo, Kazuto, didn't you just use energy to make those wings? He'd say, yeah. I'd say, well, this gonna be faster to get to the next town because I'm trying to level up the max by, and then we're gonna beat all the side quests. Then we gonna go back and then we gonna try to beat the floors. That sound good to y'all? So, what would happen after that is we'd all create energy wings and we would all fly through the alleyway Kirito ran through in Cannon. And I'd say so, these side quests are supposed to be a little bit harder than level 50 and up. So how well do you think you guys will do? Because, you know, obviously, me having the higher stats. Alright, so this is the stat level so far. Kirito being at level 78. Damn. Zoan being at level 79. Almost to level 80. Kirito is, like, if he kill, you know, the wolf he's finna kill. Because he's flying ahead of us. Which he does. Alright, so look. Alright, so Kirito is now level 79. Zoan just hit level 80 by killing a couple wolves, which barely gives us XP at this moment, but that's all Kirito and Zoan needed while I am at level 85. And I'd say, I told you guys you should have been grinding more, but no, y'all said staying at the lower levels for too long would have halted your growth. Now look at you, being 5 levels and 6 levels lower than me.
But shit the hell up.
And Kazuto would say, shut up, let's go ahead and start these quests. And we'd all turn, like we'd get to the next town and we'd just fly up in the air. And I'd say, I'd look at them. I'd say, why y'all flying in the air? They'd say, because you're a higher level than us, right? So you're paying for the maps. I'd say, what?
Like, yep.
I'd say, what that's supposed to mean? Just because I got a bit more cash than y'all. And they'd say exactly why you're paying for the maps. I'd say, why y'all don't pay for your own maps?
Like, because you're high level.
So what?
Smart ass. You wanna grind more. You got more money, so you pay for the maps.
I'd say pay for the maps with S. No, you better catch up with me. You funny. They be scamming in this game, bro.
It's only 3.
So what? That's 50,000 coal right there. They be scamming.
It's cool. That's enough money. That's all you need.
Bruh, no, cause I only got 25 million. I'm not spending 55. I ain't spending 50,000 coal on no 3 maps. Hey, sir, if you don't give me that map, I'ma kill you.
Give him 3.
So what? It's an NPC. Lightning bolt. Let me take this map. And I fly off. They say, you just murdered I say, the lightning did it. And my health and my thing is still green. It didn't turn orange.
Wait, why mine's red?
It's like because you're a part of our party. My skills makes it to where if I don't hit them before I kill them, one of my teammates randomly gets the kill.
No, mine been red before that.
Oh.
that damn bitch when she knocked that fucking rocket and killed that person.
I say, all right, you did kill a person.
I did not kill that person.
And I look at Kazuto, so I say, well, and I look and I see his cursor yellow, but it turned back green because he'd activate God Eyes. He'd say, what do you mean? My cursor not yellow. What you talking about? I say, okay, them eyes is OP. I'm gonna have to steal his eyes.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna pull it Itachi. Give me them eyes. I'm just playing. But they'd fly after me, and we'd make it to one of the missions. And this mission would be the Excalibur mission, where you had to quote unquote kill all these different elephant monsters, but we just go around killing the 4-armed monsters trying to level up because the elephant monsters didn't give much XP. As I said, we're not some noble heroes who just go around saving people. We just here for the XP at this point. And I would have leveled up to level 95. Zoan is at level 94. And Kirito is at level 90.
I'm like, damn, Kirito, you down? You gotta catch up.
He'd say, I will. And he'd throw one of his swords and activate God Eyes. And he'd kill one of the monsters. And he gained 4 levels. I say, wait, hold up. What the fuck?
That's hacking.
I say, bro, what is up with them eyes? He'd say, well, I can't give myself levels, so I gave it extra levels. And then I threw my sword with all my strength plus the extra added points. And I'd say, this man hacking. I'm finna take his eyes. Give me them eyes. And I'd say, wait, hold up. Y'all the same level now. Hey, yo, do a duel. Not to the death, but first one to get disarmed, the first one to fall loses.
I'm like, you bet.
And I'd say the counter would go down, and then when it hit 3, I'd go 3, 2, 1, begin, and they'd start fighting. And it'd be a good matchup at first, until this man would pull out a crossbow and Kirito would pull out the God Eyes, and they just go at it. I'd say, did this man pull out a crossbow? I mean, I know he goated with crossbows in real life too, but like, cause I remember, alright, so this is going off script, but inside this world, well, before we went into SAO, I had met him on the street, but like it wasn't like I didn't know it was him at the time. This was before we met in the beta. This man, somebody tried to rob him with a gun, and so he gave him the money, and the dude was gonna shoot him, so he pulled out a crossbow out of nowhere and shot him before the dude shot a bullet. And I look, I say, what? My nigga, what? And I look, yeah, bro. I say, hey, come on, you get that crossbow from him. I need one of those. They shoot faster than bullets. But say, don't worry about it. I said, bro, what?
And I'm like, keep it swinging. Walk off.
And so I pick up the cash and I run off. He said, hey, cut, give me back my cash. And he pulled back out the crossbow and started blitzing. I say, my nigga, you not catching me with no crossbow in your hand. And he said, I ain't got to. I got good aim. And he started shooting. And so I throw the money in the way and I take off. And he'd shoot through all his money. And then he just followed the ground and said, no, my money.
I'm like, oh, so that was you, bastard?
I said, what you talking about? Yeah, he didn't do that.
I'm like, yo, hold on. Let me just pull out this RPG real quick.
I said, you can't attack me. Y'all in the duel. It's like a protective barrier around y'all. So nobody can interfere.
Wait till I get out of this.
I said, don't worry. I'm going to go get you a sword, Kirito. I'll be back. I'm going to help you out. Just because that. And he started shooting at Kirito, and Kirito would be cutting through it. I'd say, explosions don't work on him while he got God Eyes activated. This man is technically a god.
So what if I just stab him in his eyes?
So what? He could just say you didn't stab him in the eyes.
I'm like, I box him.
I'd say he is boxing you.
I'm like, nah. No weapons at all. Take up the mind, straight hands.
And I'd come back with Excalibur, and this man would have put an extendo clip on his RPG. I'd say, nigga, how does that make sense? He said, it don't have to, I'm gonna win. And he put it on fully automatic. I'd say, again, how does that make sense?
I'm like, cause I keep that thing.
And he just started spamming. He'd be, brrr. I say, and my nigga, how is that shooting? And Kirito would just be slicing. And then one arm would hit him on his foot. And it'd blow his leg off. But this man would hop at him and slice his RPG in half, which would blow up and blow off his arm, I'd say. And then the thing would say, tie. And then they both drink a potion. And it regrow their limbs. And then I'd say, oh, yo, Kirito. Hey, start another duel. And he'd hurry up and press the duel button. And then I'd force Zoan to push the accept button. And he'd be like, why would you do that? And I'd say, Kirito, catch. And he'd catch Excalibur. And he'd say, how'd you get your hands on this? I'd say, I completed the mission. And he'd say, what level you is? 125.
Oh, no, bro. You gotta kiss this fate.
I said, what you mean? I helped out this person, Thor. He was a chick. And then he became a dude. I should have left him in that cage. But he gave me 25 extra levels. The max is 100. And I just went over the max by 25.
Alright, you cheating. You ain't cute till some hackers.
I'd say, how? I almost said Zo. Nah, don't make me speak him into existence. I'd say Thor gave me these extra levels. And Zeus gave me a new lightning ability. It's called God's Holy Lightning. Yeah.
I'm finna show you some lightning. Fuck with your lightnings.
I'd say, you better watch out. That sword can cut through anything.
I'm like, yo, Kirito, chill, you won.
And then he'd hurry up and press the forfeit button right as soon as it say 1. I'd say, what, you scared of Kirito? Kirito? Come on, man.
I'd fight him with a scout.
Oh God, I will. And so I'd pull out my 2 new swords, these 2. And he'd say, where you get them from? I say, don't worry about it. Actually, I only need 1. And I'd put the other one back inside the sheath. That's inside the pouch, and I'd zip it up. I'd say, so Kazuto, you ready to get whooped? And he'd say, you just said these swords cut through anything. And I'd say, yeah, but you ain't never seen holy lightning swords. The red stuff around it is lightning. Not like the lightning is just red, and the aura is constantly being emitted as long as it's outside of its sheath. And Kirito would say, so why are you running red lightning through it? I'd say, I'm not doing that. That's just how the blade is made. And the duel would begin, and he'd come at me. I'd say, hey, cut, don't swing that sword. It's going to get broken. But he wouldn't listen, and he'd swing one of his basic black swords. Not like the Elucidator or the golden one that he used when he was going to go commit deicide because his teammates died. But it'd just be a normal black sword. And I'd cut it clean down the middle. And he'd move his arm. But then he'd notice his hand got red stuff on it. And then it just disintegrated. Not his full hand, but like one of his fingers. I'd say his pinky. Yeah, his pinky. Because it's still functional without his pinky. So he'd be shocked. No pun intended. And he'd dodge my next slice, but I'd still make contact with his shoulder. And poof, just gone. His whole shoulder was just poof. And then the rest of his arm fell on the ground. And he'd pull out Excalibur, and we'd just be flying. We'd be clashing. And then at one point, I'd miss a slash, and I'd hit the barrier next to where Zoan is. And he'd jump out of the way saying, you ain't touching me with that shit. And the barrier would catch up on red lightning on all sides and just disappear. And we'd be clashing. And then Kayaba would come. Yes, I mean like as on Heathcliff. Like with his shield. And he'd come and block both of our swords. And he'd say, that is very dangerous, you know. The timer on your duel has already went out. If you guys would have kept going, you would have actually killed each other. And I'd look, I'd say, when the hell did the timer run out? Didn't we just get started like 10 seconds ago? And Zoan would say, why did you stop them? I wanted to see which one was going to die. A level 125 or a level 94? And Heathcliff being Kayaba would be shocked. He'd be like, did he break the limiter? And he'd smile. He'd say, well, it seems you guys have got accustomed to the holy weapons. I'd say, oh yeah, and this is for you. And I throw the legendary hammer that they had gave, because you remember they gave multiple weapons. They gave Excalibur, the hammer, and I'm just gonna say the swords was my holy weapon, because I told them it was me and my 3 comrades. But since they're NPCs, they just gave me the 3 weapons since my teammates were not there. So I throw him the hammer, and it said, you have now acquired a new weapon for your inventory. And then it would disappear, and then he'd call it back out, and he'd slam it on the ground, and it caused gold lightning, which would come at me. I'd say, what you swinging at me for? And I'd swing at the ground, swing towards the golden lightning, and the 2 lightnings from my blade and from his hammer would cancel out, but a bit of my lightning would still be going, and he'd block it with his hammer. And his hammer would absorb it, and he'd send it back, making a goldish red lightning. But I'd put out my hand, covering it with lightning, and I'd say absorb. And then my level would go up 2 times, I'd say. So thank you for the meal. My level would go up 3 times. Yeah, 128. I don't like 127. But his level would also go up to max 100. And Kirito looking at that, he said, hey, send me some lightning too.
I'm like, alright, bet.
And he'd activate his god eyes, and he'd stab Excalibur into the lightning, absorbing it. And then he'd touch the lightning blade, the blade that just absorbed the lightning, aka Excalibur, with his hand. And it would make his level go up to max, but it'd say +1. And he'd say, wait, so you meant like you got an extra level on side of your level, but you're just at 100, I'd say. No, it says 100 plus 28. And he'd say, yeah, so you're 100, you level 128, but he'd say, never mind, you guys are stupid. I'd say, what? What do you mean by that?
I'm like, no, these are kind of y'all stupid.
And Kirito would say, but I meant you too. And Kayaba would be like, why did I choose these idiots to be the... Never mind. He'd say, well, congratulations on getting the 3 holy weapons. I had initially wanted to get them myself when I heard about it, but seems I was a little too late. And I'd say, no, you were hella late. You were so late. Like, I did this mission like 25 minutes ago. I was just watching they fight from inside of a fallen lake. Well, a fallen ice cube. And then when it was about to fall into the ground, I jumped out of it, and then a whole bunch of water and stuff. Even the trees came back. That fight took them 30 minutes. And he'd look at both of them and he'd say, now why aren't they injured? And I'd say, well, he's level 100 now. He's level 101 and I'm 128.
Yeah, yes. It's +1 and +28.
That means I'm level 128. Is you stupid?
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
I say, okay, you guys are slow. And I look at Kirito, so then what does the +1 mean? She'd say, well, that means you're max level, but you have an additional system to level up. So if you make it to 100 again, we're going to be level 100 plus 100, I'd say. No, we're going to be level 200. Is y'all stupid?
I'm like, why they just want to add it? If that just counts level, why they just want to add it?
And Kayaba would say, nah, he's spinning. And he'd turn around, he'd say, hold up, give me a second. And he'd tap a couple buttons, and I look over his shoulder a bit. I say, hey, cuz, what you doing? He said, don't worry about it. And Zoan would jump over him trying to look, but he'd put his shield over him. And then Kirito would appear on side of him, and I'd appear on the other side. And this man would be standing on top of his shield looking down. He'd say, so what you doing? And he'd say, ah. And then we notice our stats would fuse together. I'd say, I told you I'm level 128.
I'm like, oh, hell nah. I cheated.
And Kirito would say, oh, so y'all ain't slow. I'd say, what that supposed to mean?
I'm like, who is y'all?
I say, I told y'all two are just idiots. And he'd say, oh, these guys are slow. say, so, are you Kayaba or what? And Kirito would say, no, he isn't Kayaba. I'd say, nah, I know. Well, you saw that man playing around with his system. Unless this man got isekai into this game, ain't no way he ain't Kayaba. And Zoan and Kirito would start dragging me and fly away talking about, so you watch too much anime. And say, you son of a Kayaba, let me out this game.
I'm like, no.
And we fly into the tower, finally going to level 1, well, floor 1, well, floor 2's boss. No, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was floor 1, right? Because the home place is floor 0. And there's floor, yeah, so floor 1, yeah. And we'd see them struggling, and I'd say, hey, yo, Kirito, ain't that the girl you go with? Because in this one, him and Asuna go together before the game, SAO started, not after. And he would look and he'd say, that is Asuna. And then he'd see the boss finna attack at her, and he'd say, dodge, Asuna. And she would dodge, ducking under the boss, and he'd cut off her road. And she would stab the boss 3 times, causing damage, being the only person that caused damage to the boss. And I'd say, what happened to the blue-haired nigga that said he was going to help them? And we look back and see him dying on the floor.
I'm like, oh, nah, that weak zombie.
I say, ain't no way, bro. And they'd be like, instead of laughing at him, go save him. I'd say, I don't feel like it.
Right, nah, I ain't no hero.
And Kirito would look and he'd say, and he'd go down and try to give him a healing potion. And bro would slap the potion out his hand. He'd say, I don't want no potion from a cheater. And I'd say, well, you too then. And I'd summon my katana and I'd throw it through his chest. And the dude with the ugly hair would start yelling. He'd say, what was that nigga name? Diablo? He'd yell the blue haired dude's nigga. Damn. Why the fuck did I stutter? He'd yell the blue haired dude's name. And then he'd dash at me. I'd say, hey, cuz, watch your left. And he'd look to the left. I'd say, oh, my bad. I meant my left. And my sword would come and the hilt of the sword would hit him dead in the face, sending him into the wall. And I'd catch my sword and I'd put it back inside the pouch. I'd say, hey, yo, Kirito, let's see how good you is at level 1. I'm at 101. And he'd fly down and he'd one-tap the boss. I'd say, that was to be expected, right? Just that one tap, like he just one shot the boss. He wouldn't be using Excalibur, he'd be using the Elucidator. Just the Elucidator. By the way, they only seen us use one sword. They don't know we have 2 sword style at all. Kayaba don't even know all 3 of us has 2 sword style. Because me and Kirito was fighting with 1 sword. And he thought the holy katanas was only was 1 sword, because when he made it as 1 sword, but his executive came and they changed it to 2 because the person who dual wields is supposed to have the sword. But since we all dual wield, Kirito used the Elucidator and Excalibur. This man used the 2 swords on screen, and sometimes uses a crossbow, a rocket launcher, a hammer. He just used. This man even pulled a Glock on the NPC because he tried to scam him. And the NPC didn't even know what it was, so he shot him in the leg. And the NPC... Alright, so look, this is what happened. This is before we came here, like on the way here. Because they didn't want to pay for their lunch. Like, because they was trying to scam us again. Man said it costed $1 million for us eating 1 fish each. We ate all of us ate 1 fish. And this man charged us again. Why so violent? Bro, you can't whisper at all. So, back to what I was saying. This man was trying to scam us. He said he wanted 1 million coal each from all 3 of us for 1 fish each. And I'd see Zoa just looking at him.
Mom.
This big guy red, huh? I'm surprised my mom and them didn't use this to make Kool-Aid. So I put this in there to
And so, all right. So, back to what I was saying. We had went to this fish place, right? Cause they serve good this seafood place I meant to say, right? And we went and we ordered some fish and some crab legs, right?
my character little dimmies.
Bro will smile while beating your ass. That's why I said your weapon mastery and inventory just mixed into one skill is just goaded.
Man, we need to go back to Naruto.
And so, and that One Piece one too.
Whoa.
We didn't even do the One Piece. We didn't even put the One Piece one out. That's crazy.
But
Yeah,
it was good. It was so good.
I
liked it out so much, bro.
That shit was fire. And even like
That would have been the best one.
mm-hmm. Hey, we can do that after this one.
Oh, God, 'cause we need it.
Yeah, damn, we gotta do 4 videos today. Well, 2 today and then 2 tomorrow. You wanna do it like that? Yeah.
What's your granny talking about? I forgot I did that too. That back in that.
If only I had a picture of JD. I put him next to that car and I say I beat his ass so bad. He put his blood and mud on that car.
Oh, my water. That's all over my command. Put the bitch in drop.
But shit, we could have went to the trampoline, but you know the trampoline probably wet. So shit, we good right here. So back to what I was saying, we ate like we each had like a whole tray of crab legs.
Yeah,
and,
I thought I shot that nigga.
No, we had a whole tray of crab legs and a fish, right? A tray of fish, right? The tray of fish, that's what we shared. And we had coupons for the crab legs, right? For 3 trays of crab legs. And when it was time to pay for the fish, the dude said, like, you know when them Dragon Ball / One Piece fish, them big ass fishes? Yeah, man say, since the fish usually cost he'd say it usually costs 1,000 coal, and I'd be like, okay. He'd say, but since it's 3 of y'all, it costs 3 million coal.
I'm like,
and this man would reach, he'd say, hold on. I say, hey, cuz, what you reaching for? He'd say, don't worry, I'm just scratching my knee. And he reached past his leg and pulled out his inventory of Desert Eagle. He'd say, what you said? And the guy would say, listen, I'm just doing my job. He said, well, your job now is to be dead. He shoot him. Boom. And then everybody, since we went inside the safe zone, everybody would come. Alright, so I'm sorry about that interruption. You know, he kind of slow. But as I said, bro pull out the Desert Eagle. And he'd say, my nigga, what you said that price was? And he'd say, sir, I'm just doing my job. And he said, well, now your job is to be dead if you don't take that price back down to 1,000. He said, but cuz, y'all ate 3 things of crab legs for free. Why y'all can't just pay $3 million? And I say, shoot his ass. And Kirito would look at me, and he'd say, so you encouraging him? All right, so you gonna pay that $3 million? And then he'd look at him and say, shoot his ass. And then he'd say, bet. And just boom. And then the boss would come and say, did you get my money? And I'd say, shoot his ass too. He the one who tried to take our money.
oh, but I bet. I shot his ass 5 times in here.
And we robbed the place.
I got some more food, you know.
Yeah, you know, we had to eat some more before we finally came and helped them out. And then the dude with the fucked up hairline would finally wake up. We going back to present time now. The dude with the fucked up hairline would finally wake up after, you know, the little trick I pulled on him. The left thing, you know, basically what Hisoka did to Gon when they was in the what was it? Heaven's Arena.
If y'all never watch Sword Art Online, y'all gotta go watch it. If y'all never watched something else, just go watch it.
And people say Sword Art Online is trash. Yeah, you can fight me. Like, you can still subscribe to me because I don't just make SAO content, but you can fight me. And trust me, you're gonna lose. I'm gonna do you dirty.
I just made me think the JD.
professional. Who I'm lying to? But yeah. Damn, I can't even think straight.
The Kirito would be like, let's bring Asuna with us, and be like, and I'm like, I wouldn't care.
I'd say I'm fine with it. I ain't got nothing against it. And I look at Kirito, I'd say, and then I say,
So,
I can't stop thinking about it. I'm gonna give it. All right, I can pause now. So basically, what I had said to Kirito was, so is there anybody else that's gonna be joining the party, or is this gonna be a full man? Get your head out of the gutter.
oh, so what? You like that?
And so he said, yeah, this is a 4-man team party, or whatever you.
Man, I'm like, no, Kirito, you dating a man?
I say, bro, you know, bro, shut up. And Kirito, he'd say, oh, you want to run them hands again?
Like, nah, you got a scabble. I don't want that smoke right now. And y'all high level. Like, that
You say, so what?
system.
What's one level?
Like, 1, but you 101.
Okay, and you 100.
I'm like,
He said, nah, he just running from smoke.
Oh, wow. Me personally, I would never run. I would not run for Kirito.
But you won't fight him?
I bet. Do it with me right now.
I said, ooh, he gonna get his eye whooped. Let me pull out my phone. Right, I don't have a phone. Hey, yo, Kyrie, give me a phone. And then that boy, Kirito, before he started to do it, would say, hold up, go touch that tree real quick. It's gonna give you a special item. And then he'd start to do it. I'd walk over to the tree and I'd touch the tree and it turned into a phone. I'd say, no, this man hacking. I gotta take the eyes.
I'm like, alright, Kirito, no eyes. Just a scabber. I want to see what this hammer can do to it.
I mean, they're both legendary weapons. They shouldn't do nothing to each other. And then all of a sudden they dash at each other as soon as they start. Kirito, who was not using his eyes, and Zoan. Damn, it took me a while to remember your name. Because you got three names. Kisei, then there's
Tanjiro.
Yeah, well, Tanjiro wasn't what I was thinking. I was talking about for the other one, the One Piece one that you was talking about.
What was my One Piece name?
Yeah, One Piece name was actually it was just banragto.
Oh, yeah, that was
And my nickname was just Ninja up in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then up in the Naruto one, it wasn't whatchamacallit. It was. It's crazy how those was finna be our first one. It was that Naruto one when we was walking, and then I found out about you remember I said, bet.
That was to be our first, but it was crazy because that shit was so ass, bro.
Oh God, but it was low key fire though. If we redo it now,
like
it'd be way better because
we more experience and well.
Plus, we was just having fun with it. I ain't even let you. I was just
I couldn't even know what I was talking about for real. I ain't like.
But Itachi was still alive. We had the abilities. Well, I had the abilities of Morgan, and he had the abilities of LP part.
It was crazy because we finished the whole thing.
We finished all of Naruto, and it was up in 2 episodes. No, it was 2 to 3.
I think the only bad part was because I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, my granny called, but when we was recording one on, it just fucked it up. Excuse me.
Y'all.
It's crazy because I've been doing all the talking because nobody don't like to talk besides me.
That's cap. And Naruto was doing a lot of talking.
Yeah, up in the Naruto. That's crazy because you don't talk at all in these videos for real. But in the Naruto, when you practically didn't want me to talk. Man, talk about something. So he taught you do this and I do. But it's probably because we had like 2 different things. Like,
and then we
split ways. So like during his training and my training, then we met up. Hold up, I think I still got a picture of my old character from. Here you go. These was my pictures from my Naruto. What else? Yep. And this was my adult.
Yep. This is why I got banished.
Then my hair turned completely white
You
and
was
red.
at Chiha, right?
Yeah, I was in the Uchiha. No, used the Uchiha. I was in.
Oh yeah, you were saying it was a month.
Mm-hmm.
Not nothing dirty.
Bro, I was gonna do. See, this is a sneak peek to one of the future videos. This picture right here, that's coming out soon. And this is gonna be his power up. If you can guess what these eyes are gonna be in that video, then I'll give you kudos. They're not Sharingan, but hey, if someone does say like Sharingan with special properties, I might add it along with like just his red eye.
So that's a Naruto gift.
Yeah, it's for a Naruto with a.
Wait, Naruto.
But this ain't for Naruto.
What Naruto?
This for One Piece with a, huh?
Well, we need to get back on that One Piece shit. Well, first
Yeah.
we gotta finish that Tanjiro. I don't want to make it 2 hours again.
But
That time,
man, it was
we made
good.
it 2 hours.
Yeah, it was good that it was 2 hours. Cause that's but you can't hear you at all. Like I was on that. It seemed like I was answering to myself. Like at first you could hear you. All of a sudden I was talking. No, like I was listening. I could hear you. Like I could hear you, but like my mic that was connected to my phone still.
Mic at the same time, but the mic was working.
This man turned off the mic. Yeah, I had used this picture of Mitsuri in some recent video.
Why?
Mitsuri did some, Tanjiro and Mitsuri did the Devil's Tango, should I say? Yeah, the Devil's Tango. So But
I put Tanjiro with Kano.
Yeah, Kano. I was going to, but as I told you, he was betrayed by Kano, Zenitsu, Inosuke, and the rest of the Demon Slayer.
I thought he was betrayed.
Besides Guillaume. No.
Because did you say all the hospitals?
So all the Hashira besides Guillaume was there. Like, alright, so these, like, cause not all the Hashira was there, obviously. Shinobu, she was on a mission with Tomioka, and Muichiro was on a mission alone, but he met up with Shinobu now. And then Mitsuri, who was on a longer mission, who had went somewhere else entirely, had came back after like the whole situation. And those like Muichiro, Tomioka, Tanjiro, and Shinobu had already left. Then Shinobu went to recruit Mitsuri to join his to join their group. And she was like, why they stopped being Hashira? Because the master had told her. And she was like, go ask the Snake Boy or any of the other Hashira. And so she went to Obanai. I know his name.
I'm saying you said Snake Boy.
Yeah, Obanai. And when she went to Obanai, she went to Obanai's house, but he wasn't there. So she went to Sonami's house, going to ask Sonami. But then she heard Obanai and Sonami talking about her, right? And he was sort of telling Sonami how he also told Zenitsu later on in that part too, if I remember correctly. He was like, he didn't like her because of her personality. He liked her because of her body. And she was gonna run away from there, but then Sonami being the wind Hashira heard her, and wind is very fast. So he caught up to her before she could leave and knocked her unconscious. And then after that, he left her to Igoro and told him to go to his own house, and he was gonna grape her. Yep, grape. I'm not saying that word on YouTube. And Tanjiro came after figuring out that because he was gonna go and recruit her. But when he went to the Butterfly Mansion where she was staying at with Shinobu was like, she never returned after going to see Obanai. And that's how he went to Obanai's house, beat up Obanai. Then that's how all 5 of them are now together. Well, in the same group. And him and Mitsuri hooked up. Giyu and Shinobu hooked up. And our boy Muichiro is single until I can find him a girl.
Until you see what you.
Oh yeah, and Nezuko did.
Oh yeah, that's that.
Yeah, she died. Alright, so when he came back from the mission, like he went on. Him and Nezuko went on the mission, and there was a demon. Like the demon cut him, and it took some of his blood, and he used his blood demon art to teleport it to Muzan, and got killed by Tanjiro. And Muzan made a clone of Tanjiro out of that blood. And while Tanjiro then was out, he sent the demon Tanjiro to attack Kano, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Inosuke held a grudge, but Sanemi was the one that killed Nezuko. And then you remember I was like, he picked up when Tanjiro picked up the stick off the ground, and he was like, "Hey, cuz, what Tanjiro doing grabbing sticks? He gay?" I was like,
I don't know. So bullshit. I don't know what's the goat, not 2 times, bro.
"What you mean he coded?" That boy picked up a stick and started using perfected sun breathing.
You want to be on the
And he was about to kill Muzan. The reason why, like, he's about to kill Muzan, you know, like, at the end of spoilers, but, Tanjiro is him. At the end of the fight.
Don't spoil your video, come on. Because mine just said.
My video started after he was about to kill Muzan, but Muzan got somehow ran away. Like he blew up, you remember how he blew himself up when he did against Yorichi? That's basically what he did against Tanjiro.
Well, Muzan, because he blew himself up to kill him. I'll change it.
And after that, you know, bullshit up, bullshit, and more bullshit. See, look at that. Ooh, got his ass. He should have shot him. Man, passed it.
Because he missed that shit.
He said he could have shot and made it, but he passed that hoe. And his teammate fucking missed. That pass went straight to him.
The ball then rebounds to an opposing player who plays a long pass to the striker, Kita. The boy takes the ball and slams it into the net.
Damn, they destroyed their ass 3-0. 3-0. I mean, it must have been a hard fought battle against Isagi's team if they only scored 3 when he said they usually score 5-0 through most of their opponents.
That wasn't no 5, they went 3, that was 2.
Oh, they only had scored 2. I could have sworn they scored 3 because it was already 2 on the scoreboard, and when he just scored that one,
it was 3 on the scoreboard.
Oh, it was 1? Oh, right, because they was going to tie the game.
To me, I would have punched the shit out of that fucking nigga, my mom. Come to find out later on the manga. He still talking shit to the side like he ain't still that game.
Man, talking about something. He was like, your shot was all luck, but that was cool though. Like, nigga, bitch, shut your up. Hell no, you would have had to fight me after that. You gonna call my perfect shot pure luck? And Isagi looked down like he wanted to say, ooh. Man, Isagi should have punched his ass right there. As soon as he said your shot was pure, say that shit. You sold out last game, and this what you said?
Man, you talking about so if you would have went the blue out, if you would have went the blue out, you would have made that shot too. Blue out must have been easy, huh? If you survived. What if I was cycling with a beat shot?
Hell nah, bro would have had to fight me after that. Hell nah. Did you know my mic has 2 modes? I can turn off the mic, semi-turn it off, and it'll blink and it's muted. Then I turn it back on like this, and it's completely off. But let's continue. Your shit still recording? They just heard us ranting about Blue Lock. They heard us talking about it. But so basically, damn. When we on the part where we was finna leave after Aslan just joined. So yeah, we went up to the second floor You know, we just started bum rushing. You know, we was obviously helping Asuna level up, but we was bum rushing and we made it up to the 10th floor. And then eventually to the 20th floor the next week after that. And I say, aren't we progressing a little bit too fast? Hey, what if we do this? And this man, Zoan would say, hey, no, I don't want to hit her. How about I make a big ass giant robot and put it as the boss in one of the rooms? I say, why would you do that to them? I say, why don't we just become the bosses of the floors? And they have to try to at least damage us to go up to the next floor.
Yeah, they ain't gonna stop if they do damage. They gonna try to kill it, bro. I know you see all this gear, I'm looking sexy.
I said, bro, but I got better gear than you, and my shit fire. Oh God, I'm dripping. Look at that.
Oh, I gotta watch this. Jeffy Ball Z episode
3? When it came out?
Yesterday. It's joking for that like this.
Nah, but you gotta turn it off or not?
Oh yeah, I get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think they'll sue me though.
Yes, they.
Since they been.
No, it's gonna copyright your video. It ain't suing. It's just gonna copyright your video. Bro, don't play that shit. I can't tell.
Y'all.
So yeah. Damn. Where was it?
We was talking about. I put a robot down.
And I'd say, okay. So I'll be floor 3's boss. And I say, wait, hold on. I'm not how this little bit. All right, so. I say you flow 3's boss, and he say why me? I say because you lower level than me.
I'm like, bro.
I say wait no, Asuna should be floor 3's boss. Then you should be floor 4,
5. Please. And
then Kirito is 5, and I am 6.
Oh, what if Kirito?
Or you could be floors 4, 5, and 6 boss.
Yeah.
No, you could be floor because on Asuna she'd be floor 2, 3, and 4. You'd be 5, 6, and 7. Kazuto, aka Kirito, would be 8, 9, and 10. And I'd be the rest of the bosses floors. And everybody would look at me. They say, "Stop acting like you just a goat." I say, "But I am. Who gonna take me in a fight?"
Kirito, dude, he could really just take all your gear weight right now.
I say, "So what? I'm gonna kill his."
Wait.
So what? He can't take away my holy swords.
He can't.
No, he can't. He can take away my gear. He can't take away my swords.
Kirito.
I say, I bet, and I pull out both my swords. And as soon as he was about to activate his god eyes, I have my swords in his face. You must forgot I'm faster than you. I'm been maxed out. I am level 172.
I'm like, when the fuck you got 172?
I say so. This what had happened.
I
went up to I ran past all the bosses, right? And I went up to flow 85, and I just kept spawn killing the boss, and then I came back down.
That's what you want to do?
No.
Meet me at 499 Boston.
What for? We can't beat that boss yet, cause we gotta wait for everybody else to catch up to us. If we beat them bosses, then we still gotta wait for them to beat level 100, cause they gotta fight us. We the end bosses of the game anyway.
I gotta say I'm gonna go fight level 99.
I say you do realize that ain't gonna give you no level, cause there's no boss on level 99 yet. You must forgot it's gotta be at least 12 people with you. And then Kirito would suggest that we go get Klein. I say, nah, but he said you gonna fight me, so go ahead. You was taking my gear, right? He say, listen, I was just playing.
I'm finna hold him down for you. Got him, Kirito.
I say, bro, you know you can't hold me down, bro. You was level 125 right now. You was the rank I was, bro. I would destroy both of y'all at the same time.
What? You cheating bastard. You been leaving us.
Actually, I used lightning time manipulation. Meaning I just froze time with electricity, and I just started spam killing the boss by unfreezing his time and his time only. And then rewinding time.
So you been cheating?
No, I've been using my skills productively. And I'd say, by the way, where did Kirito go? And he'd be gone, and he'd come back with Klein, and then he'd disappear with Asuna. I say, that son of a, he got 12 people. You gotta stop him.
Like, oh, hell no, I'm joining him.
I say, nah, that I'm stopping all y'all there. And I'd appear, And I had one shot the boss. I say, nah, who gonna stop me?
Keep so you finna jump this bitch at me.
I say, jump. I pull out my swords. I say, so y'all wanna go again?
I'm finna show y'all my sword game. I haven't been using them, but I'm finna show y'all this sword game.
I say, bro, just cause you was keeping up with Lil Kirito without his god eyes, don't mean you can keep up with me. And Kirito would say, well, now that I have my god eyes activated, I say, wait, go ahead and get rid of my swords then. I'm waiting. And then all my gear and stuff would disappear besides my swords. I say, my sword's still here.
Like, yeah, but you got an armor, bitch.
So what? I'm in my underwear. I can move around freely. What's good?
I'm feeling like, and I was blitzing down.
And I say, hey, cut, why you moving so slow? And he swing his sword. And I just slightly move to the side. I say, weave.
I'm like, look up, bitch, and my hammer will come down.
I say, you talking about the hammer? I thought you could only pull out weapons. I say, well, time for me to destroy your holy weapon.
Like,
And then Kirito would be behind me saying, yeah, you dodge and destroy it, you gonna get stabbed in the back. I say, wow, y'all really trying to kill me. Oh, okay, I see how it is. And then I'd spin around and I kick both of them and I'd catch his hammer. I say, but you must have forgot this used to be my weapon first.
right, but I'm the master. I can master your weapon with ease.
I say, well, go ahead and touch it then. And I throw him my sword. And he grab it and he go to swing it and then it just fall out his hand. I say, what's wrong? Why you can't swing it?
You know, what the fuck? You put a curse on that bitch, that's why.
I say, no, I didn't. It came with that curse. You gotta have God's lightning to use it.
And I do.
No, you have Thor's lightning.
Thor's a god.
No, I say God's. You gotta have multiple God's lightning. That means Zeus, that means Thor, that means every version of Thor and Zeus. Yeah, I have multiple different God's lightning.
I'm like, you cheating.
And he'd say, man, stop trying to pretend you the main character. I say, stop breaking the fucking fourth wall. And Kirito would pull out a big ass sword. I say, what the hell that big ass sword come
That's the main character right there.
And this man would swing it. And I jump over the slash. I say, you might want to dodge. He said, man, that sword ain't gonna hurt me. And then he pull out his hammer and swing at the slash. And then he noticed his hammer broke, so he jumped over the slash. He said, Kirito, watch where you at, man. You're supposed to be hitting him. And then the sword would disappear. And Kirito would pass out. I say, see, I told y'all couldn't take me in no fight yet. Y'all too slow.
Alright, but if I can't take you, I can take them eyes. She said, sleep.
I say, no, you ain't. And I disappear with Kirito. And then I come back the next day when he go. I say, Kirito, he tried to take your eyes.
Well, I know I didn't. We gonna believe this nigga.
Y'all, I got it on recording.
I'm like, how would he record?
I say, because Kirito made me a phone, remember?
Well, I'm like, still, bro. How?
I already even recorded our fight. You want to see it?
Nah, we can't fight, you know.
I say, what's good? I ain't even got to use no powers against you. I ain't even got to use my swords against you. What's good?
I would whoop your little short ass.
Bet I'm taller than you.
I would not.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Bro, you at 6'2", I'm 6'5". No, no.
That nigga is scared. He's scared about 5'8".
No, that's just from the distance. You stupid.
5'10".
And that can't. All right, bet if we going about legitimates, this man is 5'10" maybe, and his ass 5'8". I'm still 2 inches taller than
I'm
you.
16, bitch.
No, the fuck you.
Don't believe him.
That man cap it.
What the
Nah, he not playing with his.
No,
nipple. Nah, he playing with his.
Don't believe him.
Nah, bro, he playing.
He
with
is
his
so
nipple.
unprofessional.
Nah, I know you is, bro. You been laughing and screaming this whole time, bro.
Bro, I haven't streamed.
And then you started playing with your nipples during the recording. I'm starting to think he a freak and he like to get off on camera.
Bro, what?
You two don't take us seriously. We're a couple crackheads.
No, he just and I'm just following along.
Nah, he lying, brother crackhead. I just laughed.
But I did get a video out about today because I found my fingers.
This video is gonna come out today. We recording Tanjiro next, but like later.
Yeah.
Oh, we doing Blue Lock.
Let's record a Tanjiro at nighttime, bro.
Tanjiro.
At night.
Why not the Blue Lock? Cause you said, cause that one gotta be at least 2 hours. Cause you remember we gotta finish up whatchamacallem art, And then I'm trying to at least get to the Mugen train.
Ren Goku is gonna die.
No, the fuck he ain't. He's not.
Ren Goku gonna die.
No, the fuck he ain't. That man better not die. I'm gonna kill him myself if he die.
Oh, yeah, he gonna turn into a donut.
He gonna turn into a demon.
Bro, we gonna kill Akaza, bro. I ain't gonna kill him.
Yeah, he gonna kill Akaza.
I'm gonna become the demon.
I'm gonna kill you then. You must forgot I'm stronger than you. By a lot. I'm way stronger than you.
Nah.
I'm way higher than Yorichi level.
No, nah.
You know, my character already beats Yorichi in his story. Fuck you mean?
That's in his story, bitch.
Yeah, and Yorichi still use sun breathing. I'ma whoop you.
You finna fall and break your dick.
I ain't breaking shit. I swear to God, if you hit my foot and make me fall, we fight. I'ma beat your ass.
I'm about to break your dick, bro.
And man, I'm in a rolling chair and I'm balancing off the wall.
Let me cut your
Oh shit! I caught myself. I'm not falling. I told you. I need a minute.
Let me cut your mouth.
No, fuck no. You ain't gonna give me the Messiah special.
My mom just showed me how I did Messiah. Not that time when I let the back of his head.
That
When
man
I gave him that line up, because he said he was tired of the M shape.
What the fuck? Why did y'all do this? What is this? Julia,
Oh my God.
what's wrong with this
It's
child?
on X game, like, it was 721, my mom shit, man.
But let's go ahead and just start. Cause we are episode 5 is what his teammates died, right? Like episode 4 and 5.
I think that's episode, yeah.
So
That's flow.
Yeah,
They on flow 11 when that happened.
huh?
And that's flow
Yeah.
11. And Key's flow 11. 45?
Yeah, he was level 45. You got stoned?
No, what?
You got bit by a spider? Oh, you got stabbed. Man got stabbed by wood. Oh, you got stabbed by a nail.
I was rubbing my hand on it because it just felt good.
I'm still up. Look. Oh, shit. I'm holding those. I told you I'm strong as fuck, boy. Strong as fuck. I'm strong as fuck. The child slipped on the fucking cover, and I was grabbing onto this iron thing. And when the chair fell, I was holding myself up by the iron thing. I was so.
I'll be making videos trying to play baseball.
Man, you can't hit the ball.
Yes, I can.
Bro, I'm gonna hit y'all with a curveball you ain't never seen before.
I mean, was like playing baseball a little bit. I was killing his ass.
Bro, I'm gonna do your shit.
We stole the baseball in the baseball bat at the room.
They some thief ass niggas.
But it got gone too. Oh, you ain't eat gone. Damn. You never eat gone.
Hey, hold on.
Why did you used to eat gone?
ASMR.
Did you when did you start eating gone?
Shit, when I was 10.
Oh, you never ate gone.
I used to eat it for the flavor. But then I started to realize that the flavor always go away too fast, and I just
Not
stopped
some
eating
guns. That gun you didn't eat, that flavor gonna go out fast. No, that little gun, that little tap gun, you break everything. You got from the school. You better stop getting
I ain't gonna fall. I told you I got arm strength.
Really Lawson. Come on, bro. I'm trying to go play baseball. Trophy Ball Z. Next time, like Trophy Ball Z.
You know, I got great strength in my arms.
Bro, the crazy thing is I know Dragon Ball and I never watched it. For real. I watched it but not.
What you mean, Dragon Ball? Like OG Dragon Ball?
I know.
Move your face away from my
I'll
face.
tell you the real reason why I know the whole story of Dragon Ball.
What?
Because I watched so many Dragon Ball with this, bro. I know the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy because I'm bad to even watch Dragon Ball.
Bro, it's crazy because me and you should have been did a Dragon Ball with us. Like, that was the first thing we talked about besides One Piece. Was a Dragon Ball with us.
Yeah, but the thing is, I want to be the same. And the thing is,
Man, we need to do a 7 Deadly Sins one too.
I did want to send this.
And no, I don't mean the one with them females. Yo, homie ass.
What you mean? Oh, so you're mortar saying. What the fuck?
So we gonna end this here because
Alright.
most of this was just improv and fun and games.
We know it's doing fun. Y'all seen that join, so.
And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and like and subscribe. I don't try to push and force people to like and subscribe.
And if you don't like him, just share to y'all anime friends.
You know, and see, they might enjoy our channel because here, like, unless it's like my and his like typed out what ifs. Whenever we work together or like do our own, like my Naruto, what if I do alone? It's like a serious type of tone, but like it's all fun and games. Like I'm not like
And y'all don't like open.
like most of the times I'm just sitting there. Yeah, so Naruto.
That's why I can do videos on myself, bro. Like, especially.
Most of my videos, like, cause I have to talk low, cause either I be inside the house and I don't want to interrupt somebody, or I be outside and there be people outside and I ain't trying to interrupt them, so I'll be like.
Alright, y'all. I want to tell my friends something real quick. When y'all see me in the NBA, Courtney Moore Jr.
Nah, this man just gave away his whole government name. They finna hack your account. They finna do
Y'all
what?
gonna see me.
I don't know him. Don't search up his family.
Y'all just drop this video, man. I will beat you. Okay. Bro, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm ending this right here before he drop my.